So Stuart, you've been at RBC for probably 3 or 4 months now. People will recognise your face, even if they don't know your name, but can you tell us a little bit about you?
My name is Stuart Grainger. I was born in Derby but moved to Essex when I was very young. I lived with my mum and dad and 2 sisters. I have a daughter called Sophie who's just started coming on Sundays to the classes. I'm a plumbing and heating engineer by trade, and that's sort of what I do and where I'm from.
So Stuart, what were you like before you came to faith?
I would probably say I was quite materialistic. I always wanted stuff, and it seemed like the more stuff I got, the more I wanted, and it seemed like it was never enough. Like no matter what I got, there was always something else I wanted or something I wanted to do, and it just seemed like it was never filling a hole. It was just always something else I wanted.
What was it that made you start coming to church?
I watch a lot of TikTok videos, and there's one in particular that really spoke to me. But I'd been to church before, and I found it sort of, I didn't really fit in. Like I felt like people were staring at me, so it was very sort of daunting and didn't really enjoy it. But one of my friends who I do some work for gave me the idea of going on one of your course, Hope Explored. So I'd get to meet a couple of people. So if I turned up on a Sunday, there'd be some sort of face that I'd know and feel a bit more calm and wouldn't feel anxious. I found the course very helpful because it would be small and intimate, and I wouldn't feel overwhelmed, and I get to know people.
So over the last 3 or 4 months, who or what has helped you on this journey?
I was going to Life Explored, and I had lots of questions and lots of doubts, and I found going to the course really helpful. But in particular, one Sunday, my very first Sunday actually I ever coming, you were speaking, and I had certain questions on my mind that no one else would have known but me. I hadn't spoke to anyone about it. And in this case of that one Sunday, you had sort of answered all my questions, and it was like someone was speaking to me, but no one would have known them questions. And it was on that day that I decided to give my life to the Lord. Coming to church for me was very daunting and overwhelming because I feel really nervous in large groups, but I really found going to Hope Explored was really helpful for me because I've made such good friends there, and knowing that when I turn up, either Ian, Sarah, Paul, Matt or Ashley was going to be there for someone to talk to and sit with, so I wouldn't feel isolated on my own, was really, really helpful. And I really would like to thank these people, because without them, I don't think I'd be where I am now. I certainly wouldn't be being baptised. They've really helped me change my life and change things that I wanted to make me better. Otherwise, I would have felt isolated and wouldn't have been able to make the connections in the outer church with people who don't go to the course. But now, every Sunday, certain people always come over and say hello to me. Have a conversation as we talk about our weeks, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without these people helping me make that first step of coming to church on a Sunday. This has made the transition to church life very easy for me, knowing that certain people come up and say hello to me, and I now feel very welcome at RBC, and I feel like tons of people come over and talk to me, and I get to hear about what's happening in their lives. They get to talk to me about what's happening in mine. Bringing my daughter, everyone comes over and says hello to her. She loves going to the Sunday school here, what she talks about all week. It's just been really, really helpful to be at RBC, and I feel really welcome and like a proper member of the community. I am very grateful for everybody that's made me feel at home at RBC and for making me feel so welcome.
So Stuart, what difference has Jesus made in your life?
Jesus has transformed my life. He's helped me give up things that were negatively affecting my life or bad for me. And I now have hope that moving forwards, that he will show me the right path to make sure I don't go back to negative ways. And I've been able to not be so materialistic and not have so many negative things in my life. And I feel better for it. The knowledge that I have been forgiven and that Jesus is my saviour and that there is a place for me in heaven is my new joy.
So Stuart, final question. What are you looking forward to now?
I am looking forward to what God has planned for me moving forwards.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
No worries, thank you very much.